title today is He's Too Short for Me.
So did you cross my name off because I was short?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I wanted to get out. Yeah, go on. No, go on now. You crossed my name off because I was short.
Yeah, shortness is not a disease, neither is it a crime, neither is it contagious. It's just my spec.
Your spec.
Just like you had a spec.
So now you meet a good woman who has front and no back. Are you now going to throw away that woman? Again, because we need to address the guys and the girls.
I'm actually a tall girl.
No, I wouldn't classify you.
No, I'm a tall girl. Baby, I'm a tall girl.
I wouldn't classify you a tall girl. I have particularly bought you some 6-inch
baby
heeled shoes.
Baby.
And we take nice pictures. And I am still taller than you. He's short. Okay. Is he God-fearing? Height for me should not be a deal breaker. If you find a good guy, height should not be the reason why you don't marry him or you don't give him a chance, right? So if you're new to the channel, we are certified marriage and relationship coaches, and we come on here to talk about marriage, relationship. We share a lot of tips, a lot of nuggets. We do a lot of coaching and counseling, and we play a lot, we laugh a lot. So on here, you're guaranteed good vibes, okay? Because once I play info, lay on info.
There you go.
My car about you, no one be like you. Opelo, yeah me, ojuju money, my shop back. Like you.
Hi guys.
Hey people.
Welcome back to our channel.
I go by the name Ayo.
And I'm Ope.
And together we are called
Ayo Ope.
Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. People. How have you been? Okay, hope this meets you well wherever you are.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're new to the channel, we are certified marriage and relationship coaches, and we come on here to talk about marriage, relationship. We share a lot of tips, a lot of nuggets. We do a lot of coaching and counseling, and we play a lot, we laugh a lot. So on here, you're guaranteed good vibes, okay? You're guaranteed to learn, and you're also guaranteed to laugh, okay? So whether you're dating, you're in a situationship, in a relationship, you're married, you're divorced, you're widowed, separated, whatever, even if it's complicated, or if you're in a situationship, okay, there's always something for you to take away, okay? So if that's something that interests you, make sure you click that subscribe button. All right, if you need coaching, you need someone to speak to, you need counseling, premarital counseling, marriage counseling, counseling for a dating couple, whatever it is, or you just need clarity, reach out to us. It's coaching at ayokbedavis.com, and if it's counseling, it's counseling at ayokbedavis.com. All right, so another YouTube video, and we're here again as usual, shooting in the midnight hour.
Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around.
Hey, it's gonna work
in my sorry.
It's gonna work in your favor. Yes it is, turning it late.
Who's
late in the midnight hour.
Who sang?
I'm just gonna listen to it when we finish.
Who sang?
Fred Hammond now.
What song? Was that the song, Late in the Midnight Hour?
Bless. Everybody say
bless. Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah,
so late in the midnight hour, something is about to shift. And God is about to turn it around, okay? Beautiful song. By the way, guys, quick disclaimer, okay? If you see me tearing up, or if you see that my eyes are swollen, it's not because I've been crying, and it's not because my wife is suffering me or beating me. I need to just make that clear. It is because I've got hate.
Because after what happened with you saw what happened with the French president, right?
No, what happened?
They caught him on camera. His wife was going like this to him, and the media picked it up. She pushed his face. They were coming down from a private jet.
He was going through domestic abuse.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
A whole president, like,
So imagine if it can happen to a president.
Can happen to
how much more?
Can I pretend? But that's not
regular
what we do.
person.
That's not what we do.
But that's not what we do. Okay, so yeah, I've just got some hay fever and my eyes are a bit swollen and red. Okay, I've not been crying. I'm very happy. I'm very okay. God is good. All right, just need to put that out there. So what are we doing today?
I was gonna crack a joke there, but you okay?
So what are we doing
My
today?
choo-choo, no one been like you.
Today we are having a discussion. We're taking our discussion online. You know, sometimes me and I, we have discussions offline, and we decide to bring it online. Our title today is "He's Too Short for Me." And let me tell you guys where that came from. Actually, he's too short for me. So, you know, randomly I've been having a lot of conversation with single ladies, and some of these single ladies are older, in quotes. You know, so when I say older, over 35. And I've had a few like young, like 20s. And I was speaking to one lady in particular, and she was telling me about a guy that she was dating, and she said she let it go because he's too short for her.
He's too short.
And whilst, let me be honest, let me be real, let me be vulnerable, guys. Whilst I was like, girl, like, shortness, like, come on, it's not a big deal. I then reminded myself of those days where when I was contemplating someone, I didn't want a short guy. So you were nearly off the list. No.
Wait, I don't.
You were nearly off the list.
Wait now.
Well, let me just land my point.
Land your point. But I cannot be off. Wait. Let me clear the point. I can be off the list for many other things. Okay, like maybe he's not rich enough. All right, but I would not be off the list because of height. But let me allow you land.
Baby,
all right.
You're the
the
shortest guy I've ever spoken to.
I don't know if you're trying. I don't know if you're actually trying. We're online and we're on camera.
Baby,
So I don't know why you're trying to.
You think saying tall?
I don't understand. I'm not a short guy. I'm
But
actually
no,
a tall guy because I'm above average.
What's average? 5'5".
No, the average for a guy is 5'9", bro.
Baby, yeah.
That's the average height for a man.
It's fine. Let it
And I'm
go. Let it go.
Anyways, go on. Land your point. Land your point. Yeah.
My point was that I thought to myself, you can't get at this girl when one of your criteria, a big criteria for you, as in myself, was height. Like I said, you yourself, you were almost off the list.
Okay.
But no, it's nothing bad.
No, let's agree to disagree. That's fine.
It's nothing
Yeah,
bad.
that's fine.
You know, so when...
So what do you mean by I was almost off the list though?
No,
I was
like-
almost off the list in the sense that, I like this guy, but he's short. Is that what you were thinking?
No, like stricken off. Like, I actually crossed your name out. There was a list, I crossed your name out. Then someone also ministered to me and said, give this guy a chance. Shortness is not a disease.
So did you cross my name off because I was short?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I wanted to get at. Yeah, go on. No, go on now. You crossed my name off because I was short.
Yeah, but you know, I was spoken to.
Okay.
And I understood that shortness is not a disease, neither is it a crime, neither is it contagious. It's just my spec.
Your spec.
Just like you had a spec. Anyway, so back to my story. So when I was speaking to this girl, and this one I said I'm just being very open with you guys. When I was speaking to this girl, I actually didn't get at her for not continuing with the guy because he was short. Because I actually understood her point.
Okay.
I understood her point, and she made it very clear that this was one of her major requirements.
Major requirements that she wants a tall guy.
Yes.
Now, okay, so for many reasons.
That to her is attractive.
Okay, so she finds a tall guy attractive. Okay, and so she's going with what is attractive. So I'm guessing from a woman's perspective, right? The average woman, okay, has a specific look that seems attractive to her, right? So the average woman has a specific look that seems attractive to her. In this case, in most cases, it is tall, dark, and handsome, isn't it? So,
and you are two of those things.
I was told that I was
Dark and handsome.
okay, and I was not tall. Okay. Thank God, at least I was 2/3. 2/3 is a good percentage,
it's
right? It's
good,
pass mark, right? At least I passed.
Yeah.
So, tall, dark, and handsome, right? And that's what you want to see. But in the grand scheme of things now, right? To what extent? How far will the tall, dark, and handsome take you in marriage? Right? So again, we've agreed to disagree. So I'm a short guy, okay? Now, how has the shortness affected our marriage? How has me being short compared to what you wanted your dream man to look like, how has that affected our marriage?
I can't wear high heels. You asked.
Okay. So that's how it's affected our marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. Now both of us know that's not true because I have particularly bought you some 6-inch
baby
heeled shoes.
Baby.
And we take nice pictures and I am still taller than you.
Yeah,
right? So
normally you stand on that box.
So that is another confirmation that I stand on the box. That's another confirmation. No, be serious. Let's be serious. So that's another confirmation that I was not in that list.
Okay.
But so maybe I was not as tall as you wanted me to be. Maybe you wanted somebody who was like 6'2", 6'3", right? But definitely I was not short. Now for me again for guys, so guys also have these conversations, right?
But baby, sorry, we have to put into context me wanting that tall, dark and handsome. I'm actually a tall girl.
No, I wouldn't classify you.
No, I'm a tall girl. Baby, I'm a tall girl.
I wouldn't classify you a tall girl.
I am taller than the average.
No, you're a very good your average height, no? You're not tall.
No, average height is like 5'6".
Not in a bad way or anything. You're not tall. So what are you, 5'7"?
I'm like 5'8".
What do you mean? You should know your age. Are you 5'6", 5'7", or 5'8"?
I'm 5'8".
I don't think you're 5'8".
I'm 5'8".
I think you're 5'7", last I checked.
Because you're 5'9".
Oh. Guys, this man is not going to allow us to get into this video. So what I'm trying to drive out is, now I have my spec, you have your spec.
Yeah.
Everybody has their spec. But in the grand scheme of things, it is not the spec, right, that will take you far in marriage. It is not the spec that will determine whether or not you're going to have a quality marriage or not. Okay? And I say this because, again, I did not necessarily get married to my spec. But am I having a marriage of my dreams? Am I having a good marriage? Am I happy? Even though I'm tearing up right now, my eyes are swollen. I am very happy. I am a happy man. I am a happy husband. I couldn't have it any other way. But at the time, I was not getting married to my supposed spec. So I still strongly believe that this whole height thing is just a spec, and it's something that you have grown up to believe. From a child, they've placed it in your subconscious. They've always placed it in your mind. You've watched the movies, you've watched the films, tall, dark, and handsome. So the question I'm asking the lady is, he's short. Okay. Is he God-fearing?
Yeah.
Is he God-fearing?
Agreed.
Is he hardworking?
Agreed.
Is he kind?
Agreed.
Is he caring?
Agreed.
Is he faithful?
Agreed.
Do you understand?
Yeah. All of these are specs, real specs.
Yeah, so those are specs, right? But those are the real specs that we should be looking.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So if it is, so height for me should not be a deal breaker.
It wouldn't be for you.
No. So it's just like I have my preference, right, in height. And to be honest, do I even have a preference?
Baby,
I'm not even sure I have a preference.
Height for me was
he must be taller than me when I'm wearing heels.
Yeah.
That was yours.
Yeah, but height for me is the equation for you body type, or where's the way every person has a spec.
Definitely. Okay, so it's kind of like, so the guy now, so the average guy saying, hey, she must have front, she must have back. Isn't it?
Exactly. So that's some guy's spec.
Yeah, so now you meet a good woman who has front and no back. are you now going to throw away that woman? Again, because we need to address the guys and
but
the girls.
But they wouldn't throw away that. So it wouldn't be a throwing away of a woman because they wouldn't have even considered her in the first place.
That's what I'm saying.
So they wouldn't have got to know her. But if, let's say, for instance, they got to know her, she's everything they want, and then they say, oh, but she doesn't have front and back. That's silly. Or
that's silly, but
he's not tall enough. That's silly.
That's silly, but what we're seeing, just like the lady that asked you the question, is that you're missing out on a good man, on a good wife material and husband material because you're focusing on these things. So I have had conversation with guys, right? Or more, she no get back. And because she doesn't have back, even though the front is okay, he feels like I cannot, like he feels like I'll be looking outside. But what I've always said and what I was saying to him was, listen, you think you need to just renew your mind. Do you understand? Because you have programmed your mind to believe that if there's no back, then there's nothing to touch. Excuse me, there's thighs, there's hands, there's neck. Do you understand? I'm just saying that these are all body parts, right? There's nothing wrong with her having back and her having front. There's also nothing wrong with him being tall, 6'4", and being, you know, handsome and strong and muscular. So I've seen another girl saying, oh, but he has a pot belly.
No, that's a non-negotiable.
No, baby.
No, that's a non-negotiable. There's no reason why at 25 or 30 you should have a pot belly. No, it's a no. It's a no. Come on.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Can pot belly be worked on?
Can it? It's visceral facts. Can it?
No, baby, no. Can someone have a pot belly today and in 6 months' time have
I mean, I've seen it on Instagram, yeah.
So please understand that these things can be worked on. The same way, I kid you not, someone who doesn't have front, a woman who doesn't have front, bruv, after 1 year, after 2 years of constant collecting, as well,
baby,
let me say,
no, baby,
let me say,
stop, just stop, please.
Let me say these things now.
Please.
So after childbirth, after breastfeeding,
yes,
bruv, from no front, she can go to double, triple. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the things that we're seeing today, and we're saying, oh, I cannot date this person or marry this person because they don't have X, Y, and Z. It is possible that they can have it in future. And let me also shock you that the one that has it now may actually lose it in the future.
When is not money, please.
What do you mean? No, we have seen that now.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
for some reason you lose it in the future.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah. No.
So these physical things are not, and don't get it twisted, guys. I'm a firm advocate for marry someone you're physically attracted to. You know, I would not tell you to marry someone you have no attraction whatsoever to. Do you understand?
Will it work?
But what I'm saying is that this attraction grows. So if all of these things are there, do you understand? This person is funny. This person is relatable. This person has sense. This person can talk. You can have conversation. This person is God-fearing.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the more important things. And you actually like this person because this person is fine.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
So that's an added extra.
It's an added extra. Do you understand? Yeah. But when you now want to exclude someone because, oh, they don't have the height, or this person is wearing glasses, that's another one I've heard. And you just...
Oh, baby, that sounded like a trauma.
Personal.
Yeah, like a personal thing.
And I'm thinking,
glasses are cool though.
Bro, again, there was somebody I used to like, and she was like, she likes me, but you know, these glasses, that I should take off my glasses. And bro, I couldn't see, bro. I needed to wear my glasses. If I don't wear my glasses, I can't see you. So she would always want me to take off my glasses. But then then I'll be seeing double. My eyes will not be hurting me. I'll be having headache. So I said, I cannot be seeing you anymore. So I said, I cannot be seeing you anymore. And again,
literally, you could not be seen.
I couldn't. So, but guess what? She missed out on a good guy.
Who should be sounding?
Because now you got the same guy that somebody rejected because of glasses.
The builder rejected.
The stone that the builders rejected became the cheap cornerstone.
But wait. On the real though, do you think, there's a question for you now, do you think that this is very much dependent on age? Because I feel like when you're younger, people are like, oh, yeah, it's cool, yeah. Do what you want. Do it how you want. It's your life. You're going to be married to the person for the rest of the year. But once you hit that over 30, 35, people are like, just take what you can get to, you know, if he's tall. I almost feel like that's not fair.
That's not fair, and to be honest, that's a wrong mindset. I wouldn't even say it is an age thing. I would say it's more of a maturity thing.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because you can be 22 and you can be mature enough to know that, listen, all of these things I'm looking for are actually not as important.
Vanity upon vanity.
They're actually vanity.
You can't say that,
and you
because your wife is fine. You can't say that. You can't say that. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for you to have a leg to stand on when your wife is fine. If I was buzzed, then yeah, people will look, say, he really meant what he said. But hello.
No, at the end of the day, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
No, that's what ugly people say.
Oh, baby, stop. So, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So, what I'm saying is, it is possible that this person, in fact, why is beauty in the eye of the beholder? I'm the same person that, again, 2 million girls have liked. But one person is like... But I've been rejected as well, because that person cannot see what these other people like in me.
Maybe.
Do you understand? The same way, I'm sure you've been rejected.
You can't be putting facts like that online. 2 million people.
Okay, 2,000. Besides, when you get, I'm just saying there's a number. Many. Do you understand? Many who were hoping that I would be their mister.
Oh my God.
Do you understand?
Oh Lord.
Meanwhile, some people could not see what these people are raving about. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is that focus on the more important things. The things that would actually last, stand the test of time. Because trust me, when you're 50, okay, even though when I'm 50, I'm still going to be looking good. Or when I'm 60, I'm still going to be looking good. But when you're 50, when you're 60, when you're growing old, all of these things will not matter.
True. Like that time, do you remember, what was it? Did I hurt my bum or my leg and we had to go to A&E? And you, with your 5'9" self, you were able to carry you were able to carry me. So 6 foot meant nothing.
Meant nothing. So what I would say, with the advice I would say to a tall girl, right, who has met a short guy.
A shorter. It's not that he's even short.
A shorter man.
Yeah.
Again, don't forget that the fact that you're tall means that if you're only going to go for guys that are taller than you, you're already restricting and limiting yourself. Do you understand? So if you're tall like my wife, because she says she's tall, so if you're tall like my wife, right, and you feel like there's shorter guys but you don't want to look at them, if you find a good guy, height should not be the reason why you don't marry him or you don't give him a chance, right? There's ways around it. And some of the ways, like you were trying to insinuate. So if you're really concerned about this physical thing, right, he should wear trainers, right? Buy trainers for him. So, I'm serious. Buy those heeled trainers, heeled shoes, so that he can look taller when you're together going out on a date. I'm very serious. And then you don't wear those 6-inch heels. You might probably just reduce it to 3.
But baby,
you understand?
So some people will even say no, none of them should do that. I've seen couples where the girl is tall and the man is short, and they love it. Like they love it, they embrace it.
And we've seen them, they have a good marriage. To be honest, you even compliment each other. Yeah. Because for me, again, at least you help the children as well, especially when it's extremely short. Extremely short girl, I'm talking like 4 foot something. Yeah. Getting married to an extremely short guy, you know that your children are going to be very short. Yeah. So sometimes it is good for that very short girl to get married to a tall guy, and a very tall guy to get married to a short girl. Okay, but what I'm saying is that these things should not be a deal breaker. So the reason why I'm saying that thing is that if it is paining you so much, if you're feeling like this is so much of a deal breaker, I'm telling you that it shouldn't be. But if it is so much of a deal breaker, then you can do these little things so that in your mind, because you just need to trick your mind to thinking that this person is taller, or to thinking that the gap is not that much. So wear lower heels. Do you understand? And let them wear higher heels. Guy or girl, whichever way, vice versa. Do you understand?
No, get you.
That could be a temporary solution until you now renew your mind to seeing that this is my reality. I have found a good match, and I've got a good catch.
Nobody can actually beat you for it.
Absolutely.
And I think sometimes that's what we need to remember about ourselves, is that once we've made a life choice, nobody can stand against you. Whether it's a good choice, whether it's a bad choice, all people will do is talk. They cannot kill you, they cannot beat you.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, it is your choice. Okay. And you know, this thing just reminds me of something. So and I think we talked about it recently, but not here, we're just between both of us. You find out that, so I remember when we bought our car, so we bought a car 2 or 3 years ago, right? And we were looking at the specs, or I was looking at the specs, right? Because I'm a guy, so guys, we focus on all of these specs. So I was looking at the specs, and you know, so I had a lot of things that I wanted this car to tick, right? I wanted leather interior. I wanted panoramic roof. Do you understand? I wanted the wheels. I wanted black wheels. I wanted very specific. Now it was difficult to find exactly what I wanted. Right? But what did I have to do? I now just said, you know what? I may not be able to get every single thing. You know, massaging car seat, massaging chair, heated seats, back seats. So for example, what we finally settled for, the back seats are not heated. The steering is not heated. I wanted heated steering. The steering is not heated. But are all these things deal breakers? No. Because when I sit in my car and I drive my car, everybody says that's a nice car. Do you understand? And I feel like I am in a nice car.
Yeah, you like the car.
So at the moment, I am not missing the heated steering. Do you understand? I am not missing that heated steering wheel. Even though I wanted it so bad, and I felt like the car is not complete
without
if it doesn't have that.
But now in reality, you've got the car and you've not had a heated steering wheel.
I've not had the heated steering wheel, and I have enjoyed my car. We have enjoyed this car. Do you understand? No issues. So what is more important for us now? A car without engine problems, a car without gearbox problems, a car that is not,
don't have to take to the mechanic all the time.
I'm not going to service all the time. That is what's most important. A car that right now I can sit in that car and drive to Scotland. And be confident that this car will take me because it is a good car.
And the funny thing is, you probably didn't write those things down in your spec of the car. Same with when we're looking for life partners. Sometimes we get things extra jara thrown in that, you know, when you look back, you're like, wow, I didn't even pray for that, but God actually blessed me with it.
Exactly.
And you know when it usually happens when you're in a tough situation. Like, for instance, when I fell and you actually had to carry me out of the car, you know, to the hospital, I don't think I sat down and prayed for a man who can physically carry me as well as carry me, you know, mentally and, you know, just emotionally. You did praise yourself. Let me land.
I know they carry you.
No, they carry me. You just wait now. But obviously, in that moment when it happened, I was grateful to God that, wow, I actually have a man that, you know, will carry my weight, literally. And you know, we take these things for granted because, you know, some people, let's say something has happened, their spouse is not their first person to call because their spouse is not going to be there for them.
It's not going to be there. So what we're saying is that just like this car, all right, where we got a car that was not the exact spec we want, but the car is serving us today, and we are so happy. The same way I was not exactly Opeyemi's spec, because again, I am a short guy and she wanted a taller guy. The same way she was not exactly my spec. What we're saying is that this height thing, right, in the grand scheme of things is not important for that journey of marriage and for that journey of life.
Agreed.
You can do without it, and you can what? Be happy.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You can be fulfilled and fulfill the purpose, right, of your coming together, the purpose of that union, as well as someone who is to help you with your own individual purpose and the assignment that God has given you. So, by all means, it's your choice. Pray about it. Okay, because not the one that they will say, Opeyemi advise us to overlook.
No, Opeyemi.
And now we want to, I don't feel like sleeping with my husband, or I don't feel like sleeping with my wife, right? So we're just saying that weigh these things, weigh these options, okay? And you also think about it and make an informed decision based on the information that we have provided you. Hopefully someone has taken something away. Hopefully this has blessed someone and you have some clarity. Okay, any more for any more?
No.
So if you need coaching, all right, so maybe you're single, you're trying to make some of these decisions and you need clarity. We have spoken to many single ladies who have come with similar issues, similar stuff to us, right? And we've given them good counsel by God's grace. Okay, so if you need coaching, you need counseling, reach out to us. It's coaching at ayo@davis.com. It's counseling at ayo@davis.com. Let us help you, okay, walk through whatever issues that you might be dealing with and whatever decisions that you need to make. All right, so shall we, in the absence of no further info, because once we info lay on info.
Hey God.
So let us, that was Laisi. It was not Laisi, what's his name? Lai Wasabi. It was one that said that. So let us sing our welcome song to welcome our new subscribers.
My caramel choo-choo, no one been like you.
We're glad you came. We welcome you. We hope you learn a thing or two as you join us on this journey.
You say marriage, faith, and life. We are glad you came. We welcome you.
We hope you learn a thing or two as you join us on this journey through
marriage, faith. So marriage, faith, and life. Say
marriage, faith, life.
Marriage, faith, and life. Say
marriage, faith, life.
Marriage, faith, and life. Say marriage, faith, and life. God bless you guys. We love you, but God loves you more. We shall see you
in the next video.
My caramel choo-choo, no one been like you.